Unit 4, Topic 7, Using Paragraphs Constructively. Let's have the following objectives. First, use paragraphs to build up detail in the descriptive writing. Second, use a range of prepositions to clarify descriptions. Before we proceed, let's try to understand what a paragraph is. A paragraph is a series of related sentences developing a central idea called the topic. Paragraphs will help you organize information when you are describing different aspects of setting or experience. Let's learn some vocabulary. 1. Infinite perplexity, meaning confusion that does not end. Resonance, sound. Scorch, to burn a surface, to change its color and texture. Knell, small hill. Stung, injure or prick. Faint, dizzy. Gigantic, great size. Let's try to read these 3 paragraphs from a novel called The First Man in the Moon. The narrator and his companion are lost and cannot find their spacecraft or sphere. Suddenly, they hear a sound. I stared about me in the vain hope of recognizing some knoll or shrub that had been near the sphere. But everywhere was a confusing sameness. Everywhere, the bushes, the fungi, the snowbanks. The sun scorched and stung. The faintness of an unaccountable hunger mingled with our infinite perplexity. And even as we stood there, confused and lost, we became aware for the first time of a sound upon the moon, other than the air of the growing plants, the faint sighing of the wind, or those that we ourselves had made. Boom! 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 It came from beneath our feet, a sound in the earth. We seemed to hear it with our feet as much as with our ears. Its dull resonance was muffled by distance. No sounds that I can imagine could have astonished us more, or have changed more completely the quality of things about us. For this sound, rich, slow, and deliberate, seemed to us as though it could be nothing but a striking of some gigantic buried clock. This is an excerpt from The First Man in the Moon by H.G. Wells. Question 1. The first paragraph begins by describing the narrator's confusion. What new information comes in the final sentence of the paragraph? Answer. The writer introduces a sound at the end of the first paragraph. Question 2. What does the short second paragraph tell the reader? Answer. The second paragraph describes the sound through the use of onomatopoeia. Question 3. How is the third paragraph linked to the first and second paragraphs? Answer. The third paragraph builds up the reader's understanding of the sound and refers again to the surroundings. How the writer has used each paragraph to achieve a different effect for the reader. Answer: the writer has used each paragraph for a different reason. The first paragraph gives the reader an overall picture of the scene and the character's feelings. The second paragraph surprises the reader with a sound. The shortness of the paragraph emphasizes the sound. Question 4. What does the narrator tell the reader about the scene in the first paragraph? Answer: the reader is told that everything looks the same. We get some details of their surroundings, including the weather. We are told that the sameness was disorientating. Question 5. What other details about the sound can you find in the third paragraph? Answer: we are told that the sound is low and a long way away. It is a regular and powerful beat. It astonishes, creates a mysterious atmosphere, and affects their view of their surroundings. Let's try to develop your skill. How you organize ideas within your paragraphs is also important. You can use prepositions to make sure your reader is really clear about where an event takes place or where something is positioned. In the extract from The First Man in the Moon, the writer says that the sound came from beneath our feet. Here, beneath tells the reader the location of the sound. Other common prepositions to do with locations are as follows: on, around, upon, above, behind, below, between, inside, under. So, what is the function of preposition? So, this is just for clarification about the definition of preposition for your further understanding. What is a preposition? A preposition is a word used to link nouns, pronouns, or phrases to other words within a sentence. They act to connect the people, objects, time, and locations of a sentence. Prepositions are usually short words, and they are normally placed directly in front of nouns. In some cases, you'll find prepositions in front of gerund verbs.